coming back to your question about the emerging market, and I think it has to be, part of the outlook when we talk about transatlantic economic cooperation in the future. Bilateral exchange between the United States and Europe, you can generate a lot more gains from it, but the big prize is going to come if we can design a cooperation which is going to force, and I deliberately use the word force, other countries to change. Because what we've seen in the Doha Round and so many other forms of international economic cooperation on commercial issues in the past years is that Europe and the United States want to achieve more. They want to open up more, but other countries are blocking. And other countries may be blocking because they fear competition from Europe and the United States, but many more of them are blocking because they fear competition from China. The approach to China from Europe and the United States, I think, you can characterize it as being more of a Sisyphus type of approach in the past years. Ever since 2003, 2004, post-China's WTO accession, when China's economic reform program stalled and we haven't seen so many positive news coming out on economic reforms in China since then. What we've been trying to do in Europe as well as in the United States is to roll that Sisyphus stone of boulder up to the top, and we've been trying various forms of confrontational approaches, saying if you don't do X, Y, and Z, we're going to slap more trade defense actions against you. We're going to block our public procurement markets for us. Your technological companies are not going to be allowed to invest because of security policy reasons, etc. China has, on all these occasions, just been sitting quietly and said, well, go ahead and do that if you like to do that. But they've said it because they know that the United States and Europe are never going to do it, because they have so many offensive interests, so many new customers to gain in China that they can't really afford to take all these confrontational measures that they have been threatening them with. The approach I'm suggesting right now is that stop with that sort of Sisyphus type of work, because it's never going to give you the change in China that you want. But if you try the other method, which is liberalization, if the United States and Europe goes ahead to open up markets and invites any other countries that do the same things to be part of that sort of coalition, then you're going to see a completely different reaction from China, because then China is going to be feared of being locked out of the big liquid transatlantic Western markets. And I think that's sort of strategy which is going to pay off.